with his own paranoia to slow it down. Trailblazer comes through and stun Steel, but Ziff's there for backup.
Yeah, really good dark cover here from Steel as well. Allows him a chance to even actually take a little bit of space away with Gangsta kind of cutting through mid-map, but once more, clear. Headhunter connects, Nature falls. And as the kills turn up in favor of Disguise defense, it's KanPecky, last one left. And with the Frenzy, a little bit of damage gained. 9 HP, though, not going to allow him to survive for much. Deleted. Steel throwing out dark cover, and the double stack close for Disguise will be helped by way of the Paranoia, which does actually connect, but TSM were not at the front door. They were a little bit beyond it, and from the top of Mound, no problem for those ARs to lock things up, no worries, leaving clear by himself for a 1v5.
I mean, that's just such a wide area for a Paranoia.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only going to cover like a subsection of C main, and so there's going to be one whole side that's completely unfazed, and TSM really reap the benefits of that fact, as they're going to...
So they will call out the Seekers. Door will open. TSM looking to make their way through this, and then top of Command takes down clear just as the door spins shut again.
Yeah, just kind of spamming the smoke. A gut check winds up being right. Steel and Riku able to respond and keep it at least even in that exchange, but the plant will go down and TSM will still be a man ahead when it's all said and done, and Riku is stuck in a tough spot right now.
You've also got a long flank from 7 on the way, so the defense need to find these kills quickly if they want to have a chance, and well, they find absolutely nothing. Clean from TSM, 2 rounds.
To get back into this, but again, that Viper's Pit is down. There's a turret up. It's still going to be tough for DSG to find a way in this.
The Trailblazer actually doesn't quite see 7. Does connect at the end of it. That allows at least a trade to come out, but KanPecky still locking things up. And it's just not all that clean, is it? Nature still holding inside of his own smoke, although Ziff is able to turn the tides just a touch here, but Nature still alive and well inside of the green mist. Leaves Ziff by himself, 1v2, flashed in this attempt. And well, TSM have repositioned around this, but kill comes through. Problem here is going to be the time, and Ziff will give it away. Does take down Nature on the exit, but ultimately TSM. Oh, and how about the quick play from Corey? Just darts right through mid, shuts down the potential threat of the Viper's Pit in the showstopper counter. TSM now looking to stay aggressive. 7 holding down the trigger, but turned away. DSG fight back. Numbers now with them. 4v3 as the spike is planted just in the top side of B. And TSM are looking to go greedy. Pushing through, trying to get into the defensive spawn where they're met by the tour de force with a little extra help. Now KanPecky, 1v3. Overgrowth is here. Footsteps come out, but Steel still catches KanPecky by surprise, and the retake is good. Paranoia on their way around through mid. Flash is gonna follow, and TSM, they just have better overall execution with the utility, don't they? DSG just a little bit caught. You saw how many players were affected by flashes. So now a 5v2 very quickly after the opening A skirmish.
That's just one of those situations where Clear, I just feel like the inexperience kind of hits him a bit. He's just seen by so many angles when he's perched up with that operator. He just has way too...
Try to get this forward, but no, actually they fouled off just at the last second. There will be a detainment here, though, as Command should have been affected, but he gets away from it just in the nick of time. So missed call there, 5 seconds before they need to get this plant down, and well, they may just get it done by way of kills inside the smoke. Riku trying to stay alive and had a couple of low HP members in front. Paranoia is out. That will allow a peek to come through. Gaman sends the same favor back, and with the combination of the flashes, there's a nice little breakdown. Paranoia on one side, Guiding Light on the other. Works out for the first 2 kills.
And that's just something that we noted as soon as TSM made the roster change. Like, they have quickly been able to find a way to build some really good team play with, utilizing the utility in combination with each other and just the timings at which they peak together as a unit. It's actually so impressive how rapidly they've been able to get on the same page with the new leadership and with the new fifth over these last couple of, or at least for a few more seconds. They got to work this thing out. Then they got to work fast.
Yes. And you still have things like Paranoias ready to go. Again, the utility that TSM have held on to has been so good. Trailblazer in. DSG, time to go. Have to make this happen. It needs to be all at once, you'd think. And oh boy, they re-Riku just before the Poison Cloud comes out. Clear by himself, stuck on sight, shoot up by a Nam.
Towards the A side as his attack is coming in. So they're in position. Now they just got to win their fights.
Well, here comes the execute. Trailblazer's the first thing out. Guiding Light allows a chance for Command to try to peek, but he gets caught off guard through the dark cover. Ziff's able to find the elimination. Now pushing forward. KanPecky next one up. And he wants to play up close, but this is a 50-50 guess, and he guesses incorrectly. The TSM from behind actually able to kind of sneak around, make a little sight is taken, but the defense definitely holds some advantages when it comes to health and numbers.
Yeah, they definitely have the numbers, and they're all able to come together here into back halls. There is that chance that we could see Gangsta get in behind somehow. Meanwhile, Steel holding the site pretty firmly, actually able to get a frag and get away, but now TSM latch on, and they're not holding up.
Yanks the last one left. Snakebite at his feet, has to back away. Dark covers in, just gets caught channeling the second one. Nice little double swing from TSM. Yeah,
by even a rotation from Corey now as well, so numbers are in place, but that's a big stun on the Nature.
Yeah, follow-up flash does allow Nature back, and Pecky able to assist, getting the first blood here. Showstopper out for Corey, just blindly throws it towards the choke point, but it does not land. Definitely pressed to be sure. And at a certain point, you either have to force it or back off, one of the two, because you already talked about the economical decisions that came through, and with that elimination from Steel, that may change things a touch. Campecki and Corey not fully committed, but definitely testing their luck here. As Riku will get a trade-off onto Campecki, Steel pushes forward to track down Corey.
From Disguise, you know, pressuring B with Trailblazer, but also getting the opening pick over on the A side of the map, so it's making TSM really feel strained on how they should be rotating, and now Zip finds a clean kill onto Gamal, so I mean, everything going Disguise where they're able to now get into sight and drop Viper's Pit, and I mean, this is going to be a tough retake for TSM.
Yeah, Nature was just trying to sneak through while the Viper's Pit was still embellishing and blocking off the majority of the zone, and as Riku is on the hunt through C, he takes down his counterpart in 7. So how about it? We asked for something from DSG to kind of give us a measure on how they're...
that they could go back to B with that door. So at this point, TSM's kind of at a standstill, and eventually they're going to have to fall back off this site.
Oh, but the paranoia connects. Gamon is going to stick through it. He gets 2 for the effort. That is unbelievable. The second player also detained with 7, and he does not have the same fate. So we go to a 3v3, and initially the lockdown play sounded great, but TSM make the hard decision to stick in it, get detained, come away with a couple of kills, and now the trade on the backside will open up a rifle to be picked up. And so we've got a Stinger rifle combo in a 2v2, steal and clear off the plant, still have some utility to play off of. And they're gonna get a little bit of a heads up here as far as where this boombot's coming from and how the defense wants to retake. Snake bites down. Spam for Steel, not quite going to land. Here comes TSM forward, clear on the corner, right with them. You've got Nature, okay, Steel's gonna be able to get the first, and then the trade from Clear. Nature was ruined.
So, and the Viper's Pit, once they press them off the site, could be used to shroud a defuse, so this guy's not out of it yet.
Clear gets really far forward, but Ganks is right there with him, moving through the lockdown. And now Gamond is the next one up, catches Gangsta just before he could slip behind cover. 4v3 situation, retake with the numbers. And on, 7 goes for the defuse. The spam comes out. Snakebite will deter the play over towards Mound. And here comes TSM through the poison cloud. Spam shots are decent, but they're not good enough. It's just Steel, last one left. Tries to teleport onto the site, and 7 says, how are you doing? More than enough time for the defuse, and we're gonna get admit to it. This could really turn the tides, but the problem here is that TSM still have a response put together for this forward defense. The flash is out. The trades are in, though, but it favors DSG. A 2-for-1 exchange, and now an opportunity for DSG to move into a free A site.
Yeah, meanwhile, Steel is still just a thorn in the side with this ult in the back halls towards C, and actually, he's now calling for the spike to rotate, but he's been caught by Gamon, and Nature has Viper's Pit down in B. Will he be able... Oh, he spots the barrel of Riku, and that's going to turn this round.
Working together. Trailblazer is out. It won't see how many players are stacked. Just they know there's going to be some connection through mid. First blood good for Gangsta on the retake attempt. Now 2v2. Snake bites are down. Poison cloud is up. That will fade away. And again, DSG have such a good angle at this spike. Gamond. He'll tag. There's the pre-fire. Lots of information to TSM that both defenders of this spike are through the dark cover, so they push through. First blood is there. How about Nature? Gets the trade. And that will be good for TSM. But still makes his way forward, and it just comes down to how do you want to place this Viper's Pit? Because TSM, they're looking at them on the contest this quickly, and yeah, here they come. 7 on the way in. Denied. Ziff also locking on the front door. And that'll be good for the first 2 kills, favoring to DSG. But Goran is not out of the play yet. TSM still trying to fight their way back, and they get 2. The trademark slows things down just a touch. A little bit of overgrowth healing coming in, but we have a 3v3. TSM still trying to surround this Viper's Pit. Gamond up top. You've got clearance from Corey, just trying to spam through some corners, but DSG counter. Now a 3v2 to the offense. But here comes Campecki. On the way in, flashes come through. The nanostorm chewing up Gamond, who's gonna be down to about 1 HP. But as Campecki finds one, Gamond on the edge will try to force out more spam. Another nanoswarm in. Snakebite gonna fade away. Gamond, now the 1v1 to try to save this map, but time has been a problem, and Guamond will back away, but will not be allowed to get out.
Yeah, that was a very chaotic play.
Nano Swarm popped early here for the defense of TSM. This guy's not largely deterred by the steal. Actually just dives right into sight. This time he's able to collect, making up for the previous teleport play from a couple of rounds ago. The 2 kills are in, and now Disguise can plant.
Man, that might be one of the best shrouded stats we've seen. And he will continue to wreak havoc. He's even maybe looking for the ace. He sees him, gets 4, but he's done his job to put this into OT.
Oh, more so. This guy's working overtime right now. And that was not selective wordplay off of where we're likely going, which is overtime. 12.
Meantime, Riku's looking to maybe pop a surprise here.
I think it's TSM are taking their time, and all Riku just gets blessed with some timing. Nearly looked and stepped away. Affected by the Trailblazer. That will be good for the trade. Gangsta, next one up. No, nothing. Kanpeki gets the shutdown immediately. That's the B site completely open and vacant. Kanpeki with the plant.
30
and now DSG
left.
down to 2, one of which is still wielding the Odin.
Blinded.
And that as well with that guiding light. So, I mean, TSM not only have the numbers, but they have perfect intel now. What a play from Kanpeki, by the way, to reel this round back in. Saves his teammate with the Trailblazer, who was getting pushed in, and gets a huge frag afterwards.
1 enemy remaining.
Ziff Steel trying to work this one back. Makes it doable. This would be a 1v3 for Steel. 2 more to find. Dark cover is out. Alarm bot, Nano Swarm, both going to be depleted. But this is tough. I mean, it's a double P crossfire situation. On the corner, Kanpeki will not need the assistance. And TSM take the advantage. Trailblazer is out. It won't see too much, but it does actually catch Kanpeki, who still gets 1. Are you kidding? And then has the flash to get himself out. 8 shells to give him a little bit of a deterrent. And now 7 on the cross through mid. Oh, it's all gone wrong here.
It's just the timing. It's just the timing, man. The Trailblazer got there way too late. And Kanpeki was still able to get the frag before the Trailblazer could actually get the impact of having intel. And now Guamond comes up and finds Ziff up close, and this might be done.
7 are on the back. Able to find 1 for free. Riku just trying to stay alive while his lockdown is still channeling, but it's not going to work out. TSM pressed, tested by DSG, but ultimately still find themselves on top. 14-12, the map 1 count.
Yeah, very scrappy game. Let's be real. It looked like it was going to be dominant at first, but with so many players still standing, and one of which is on this long con mid, this could get interesting. This interaction right here.
Oh, Kanpeki expects it, though. With that elimination, now everything could be forced forward. Recon dart for Sova is out. That will stop the play a little bit longer. The Paranoia actually connects on to 2 different players. Ziff may have to respond with his pop flash, and as the hit is on the way, even exchange comes through. 2v3 situation, numbers still with TSM, time becomes a little bit of an issue. Gangsta in the back, by himself, isolated. Ziff on the corner, traded out, just down to Gangsta for the 1v2, gets the first, dashing close. Oh! What a shot from Gangsta! He gets 3 in the round. And where exactly these offensive disguise members have made their way through market, just in case the flank is there. You've got the Fate of Nature now watching it, gets in when crosses Corey on the close angle. Takes down 1 and nearly gets the focus over towards Riku for a second, who fights back with that Sheriff. How about that elimination for Disguise? You hold this with like a collective 20 HP between 2 members. Well, that helps. Nature takes down the first. On the corner, caught on the reload, but Riku. They made it punishing, I'll say that much, considering that. Coming out, there's the null command. 7 with the judge in the corner, and the Nanostorm will delay a little bit further. Here comes the hit for DSG. 7, how about that? Just it completely ignores clear. Oh my goodness, that is so good. But the regen and the revival come out.
It's so hard to have the discipline and just forget about it and just focus up. He delivers the 3 frags to the judge, but now we're in 2 versus 2. Still some time. Spike has not gone down yet. Riku's kind of trapped in market right now, getting pressured heavily. Kanpeki now just cleans up clear a little bit.
Oh, huge win.
But that's a big win, yeah, like you said.
Okay, Kanpeki now 1v2. Flash out, trying to quickly take care of 1, and that's very well done. But now it's just the null command left. Do you really even need to spend that against a Jet? Surely not. So it goes into a pretty raw 1v1. Clear on 48 HP. Kanpeki a little healthier. And they're on opposite sides of this double stack box from one another. But as Kanpeki continues to clear angles, maybe he expects on the corner. How about it? And a clutch up comes through for Kanpeki with the 1v.
Will they even think about this?
How would you? Prowler's going to make a play over towards mid double doors, but the focus for TSM's all through the front. No command shut down. Riku up close, gets 2. How has he done that? Corey trying to stay alive, but as you mentioned, he's kind of stuck here. Has an isolation on towards Ziff, but this would be a 1v3. Toggles the spike, and yeah, Steel is there on the flank to take care of
Hook up as well, but DSG looking to force through it. Smoke dash from Clear to Generator.
Clear, just completely red. The Nightfall was triggered perfectly by TSM. The fragment as well just kept DSG out of the sight. And now as the Cosmic Divide is already committed, Steel's caught in a corner, needs to win a tough 1v2 situation and will not walk away with anything. So TSM looking good for possibly a flawless here 5v2 situation. Spike down inside the site, and the Cosmic Divide has faded away.
Such a great contact play there between Gamon and company on the site just to get the free kill on the Steel. Now Corey rotates over with the Operator. Now it is going to be that Investor flawless you were talking about. Still active with this Operator, and Riku with the classic right click could really make a problem here in the corner. Oh, he dashes away, and Seven's got his back. Perfect Guardian Angel moment there for Seven.
That's just Sag pain for Riku. He's got literally everything you could possibly want on that information. Back up and join Steel away from this play. The thing about this is, does Corey get a read? The contact's on the way in, and no, he does not. But in the same breath, Nature finds the elimination on towards Clear. So now it's just down towards Steel. 1v1 situation, Nature down below him with a much healthier situation to work with. Stars are now expended. Spam coming through. Nature once again, toggling for the defuse and then just takes the heady angle. No worries there. Time will be a little bit tight here on the defuse. Does he get this? No, not gonna happen. So it works out for the eBay clutch in the end.
Indeed it from DSG, and they also have tree control and stuff outside B, so they can take this any way they want it. It's gonna be Steel once again pressing up tree, but this time Corey catches him with the classic.
Oh, and Guamon, who uses it from the shadows to get on towards site, will also take down a first blood. Dark Cover trying to give him a little bit of separation, but it's Kenpecky who gets 2 completely random headshots. Oh, it just keeps getting so closer disguised.
30 seconds left.
But now the new guy in, Riku, 1v3, 25 seconds, has to make the play, and Kenpecky will take down all 3 of them.
No time off that pick to follow up with this B attack. Cosmic Divide will help reinforce the take. It's going to isolate Nature on the site.
Oh, but Nature still takes down 1, and the second comes around the back. So now all of a sudden, TSM could surround the play. Nature, if he can find any damage, that would be okay. 7 trying to follow up, but turned aside. So now 5, the round count, 3v2, the current status and numbers. Spike planted, and it's just down to this disguised post-plant defense in the site. Can it hold? Corey, dash charged. I don't know how he finds just an entry here, though, with that, and no, he will not be able to get in freely. So it's down to Kenpecky. Rifle collected, but 44 HP, and just a fragment. How do you choose to use that? To turn this to your favor. Double swing comes out, and that's just good.
Aljon doesn't get too much intel there. Just make sure that no one's pressed up close. You'd like to have that to clear your way to market or clear your way to tree, so that's going to hurt a little bit.
Oh, this is new. Hunter's Fury's out. Wait a second, Gangsta's kind of stuck here. Paranoia comes out. He has to put away the Hunter's Fury, and the aggression for the first time for TSM works out on the backside of the site. The rest of TSM are holding nearly flawlessly, and talk about that bar as we swap the sides. A chance to go 4 for 4. From the offensive side, they're going to go quick. Oh, why not? TSM have an opportunity to catch a couple players off guard here. First blood good. Gangsta responds, turns this to a 4v4, and Disguised on site are actually looking pretty solid at the moment. They still got numbers. Watching this cross, and for a second you thought maybe Gangsta puts the play out of rest, but it's 7 who gets 2 off that little pinch through stairs. Steel wants to go quick to try to contest, and he does actually take care of 1 cleanly. On the reapproach here is Disguised. Stacked up, both players playing through sidewalk. Now the approach on towards the site. Range. Gamon may have missed his chance. But no, still able to take care of 1 in the nebula. He thought. Opening over through main. It's just the alarm bot in their way. Clear is going to have a lot in front of him. Dash is charged up. Steps away from the first fight, but can't quite get away from the follow-up. Steel inside the nebula, catches a rifle. First one's good. 7 in the corner. How about Steel? Oh my goodness. Locks down the headshots. TSM not... These guys are wanting to go quick. Knives will trade, suppression on both sides, Fragment will clear out the double stack box. Kentucky flashing, moving forward, takes down one, but doesn't get a good look at the second. Pops to null command instead. Ziff still on the Sheriff. Riku with the Phantom now. And as Ziff drops, so does Riku, and TSM denies the possible dash. So now all of a sudden, huge advantage for TSM. They look like they want to move pretty quickly through market, and the defense is actually stepping into this a little bit, trying to stop it before it even happens, and the kills are decent here. So Disguised, a chance still to hold the defenders towards A on the rotation.
Yeah, great response from Riku and Gangsta to get some back after Clear goes down at middle, and now they're starting to get some good rotations as well. Flashes come in to give some space, but Gangsta still holds the back line to the site, spams the double stack player down, and he is still a thorn in their side that they have not been able to rid of. Finally, down front side double stack. They can't even get it back.
30 seconds left.
Steel's going to have information that Gomon's playing backside archway, waiting for a peek towards this left arch. Seven has collected the spike, makes his move, but completely denied. Yeah, it's a perfect call from you there, Dust. It was just too...
It's a good point. They are very quick with mid control and tree control here, though, with all the utility. And look at this push off of the paranoia.
Wow.
And that's what I've been waiting for, shit. I've been waiting for them to come together on a utility play like that. Great teamwork there.
Flash, but Steel up top shuts down the threat of the knives. This should still be a plan, but Steel is making a mess of this, and then Riku starts tapping from behind. He only had a judge. So the Classic gets some work down. Kentucky tested, reads the first, does not expect that Steel's also still up top, though. Who goes to the Classic of his own? What in the world is happening? 1v1. Kentucky on 5 HP. Riku upgraded to the Vandal. On the corner, Nanoswarm comes out. Riku toggles for the defuse. Kentucky holding his ground. Loses sight. Footsteps around the back. Ring around the rose and Kentucky! Thanks to lockdown. Unless they can find an answer to this. I mean, they're looking to stack towards the tree, but no, Dust, they're going to back away a little bit.
Yeah, I'm scared for Gamon taking this much leverage, but it could work out. Oh! Riku able to get the instant trade, though, gets it back into a 3-on-3, but look at Corey's positioning.
Defensive lockdown in, though. Cosmic Divide also separating the site in half. Sentry Turret will play defense. Oh, and Kentucky sneaks through, finds Steel, and now Corey around the back denies the lockdown. Everything going wrong for Disguise. Have to get this done the hard way, which very well they may be up for. Riku gets one, stays alive, has a second chance to Kentucky when the trade comes out. Now down to Clear. 1v1 with Corey. Has to hold, though. That's the problem about it, there's not enough time. Kentucky here with it. Fragment trying to block the archway. Skies have to back up to respect that play. And now time is becoming a major issue. Once again, you've got to make your move. You got to make it now. And on towards site goes Clear. 7, Kentucky. First 2 shots connect. But how about Gangsta and Ziff responding in kind? Giving this an opportunity. Riku also in the play. Now down to Ziff. Needs one more shot. Oh, goodness. And Ziff is going to clutch it up. In the most unlikely of rounds, Disguise get the retake off with pistols and an Ares.
Better weapons.
That is... Wow. I thought TSM had that in the bag.
Me too.
They had good positioning everywhere. Everything looking their way. And now Steel here gets aggressive on A main, catches Gabon sleeping.
Good null. 3 hostiles will be detained from that. Oh, it's just so good. TSM looked to isolate this aggression towards A long, but Disguise deny it on every front.
Pressure from TSM on tree with the Prowler does force Ziff back. So again, TSM doing some good things here in the early round to grab themselves some real estate. But what can they do off of it? Clear, finding the first frag. That's a problem.
Oh, well, wait a second. Here's the thing. Guamon uses the from the shadows to get into the back, and I was going to say Kentucky can be brought back off of this position. Nature needs to hold it down. Not going to be able to. So Corey's the last one standing. 1v2 situation. Good read on the first one. Damage tallied onto Ziff. But he's tagged in return as well. And now on the cross. Sees an angle, but Ziff shuts him down. And Disguise put together some unbelievable defensive rounds in a row and take map number 2, 13-10.
My goodness, man, it's kind of the story of Disguised having such a dependable defense all second half long, but TSM also being a team.
Read on this, but you got to keep in mind, Disguised have been perfect on their pistols so far, 4 for 4, and now with an open B site, they may actually look to choose to put the post plant together kind of towards C Link as TSM come around the back.
Yeah, they're looking to take a lot of space off of B. They're looking to try to take garage and everything, which is nice. I like when teams do that, but they are dealing with this big flank from TSM. Great paranoia there is going to force them back. And Campecchi able to grab a frag here.
Oh, and then through the wall, 7 gets more, but Clear puts together the double. Now towards the site they go. Clear! Oh! Still one more to get for the ace. This will be a 1v3 as well on top of that. Come on, then a little bit of trouble. Dark cover will allow him a chance maybe to get on towards the site. The dash will expire. There's the toggle on the shoulder. Has to check for it, but time's becoming a problem, and Clear will get the ace. How about a start for Disguise?
Not too far away. So defensively, they have all their angles covered, but it's about whether or not they can connect the frags.
Well, you have Riku who's continuing to make this play over towards Link. If there are kills on site, maybe this becomes a little bit more flexible for Disguise, but it's Corey who gets 2 from inside. Now it has to be Riku, and 7 picks him up on the cross. Steal, any more heroics from you today? Not a lot of time to make the play. Shotgun out, that works. Back over to the Guardian. Oh my goodness, he nearly tallies another elimination in TSM.
They have no ult or anything like that, so it's going to come down to raw utility. Meanwhile, Ziff and company looking to use the breach to get back inside Garage and cut off this retake point, but like you said, a great paranoia helps them out.
Steel still playing forward alongside their breach. Corey trying to work his way back in, and the kills for TSM are coming through. Time becoming a bit of an issue, though. Wall line's going to miss Steel, who really needs to put together something here, but only gets 1. The follow-up from Corey is good, leaving Clear by himself. Clears out the back first. Now has to take his attention back forward. Corey sticking, gets it to halfway. But the final kill for Campecchi will put this one a bit more out of question, and TSM will tie us to 2.
I tell you what,
hinged off of that lockdown finding success. You've got a long double stack coming over to try to work the flank, but Disguise are not holding the post plant deep. They're trying to hit this right in front of TSM before they get into the nebula. Time's still an issue. Steal, shorty out, lots of damage, no kills. Reveal comes through. TSM trying to fight this one back. It's Clear in the corner, can only do so much, and now it's just down to Riku. Campecchi on the outside is denied, and no chance, obviously, to get on for much progress on towards the defuse. It's Rolling Thunder at the ready. 5v4 retake, both hands up, here we go. Smoke over, Dark cover will kind of force Ziff into a difficult spot to contest. Paranoia Saul's on the way in, but the aftershock actually delays this a little while longer, and Clear's the one who actually gets first blood in the retake attempt. Ziff still with flashes, Gangsta in the corner, nearly gets 1. But Riku on the flank is the big difference maker. 2v2, Nature tagged, but as Riku falls, now Clear has to move forward, and 7 watching. They need aftershock up top as the Aldrin tries to wake his way on. This is taking time. Rico gets to work, tapping away. Steel still in the corner. Nebula's to keep him safe. Paranoia's out. Aftershock as well. This here comes TSM, but they do not clear their corner. Steel gets 1. Nothing further. Not needed, though. Riku on the site. Trades back and forth. Leads us to a 2v1. Now it's just down to Nature trying to drop out of heaven, but Ziff won't know it yet, but you got a good piece of the defense over towards the seaside. Rolling Thunder out, and how about this little proactive play? But they guess incorrectly, at least on the initial play. Still looking for Nature. Ziff will throw the fault line down, and they are really stretching this. 7's coming back to help his teammate. Ziff has to make a decision, gets caught kind of choosing between both members to fight. Riku, though, from just in front of the site.
One enemy
Open bit of space for Steel to continue to work with. Nature on for the defuse. Does not get it to halfway, and that will determine the round. Oh, man, how about that proactive call with the Rolling Thunder and the knives to stall out this TSM retake? This could still be a commitment to go through Garage to C, by the way. It doesn't have to be necessarily a play towards B. So Riku once again on towards his antics. 7 denied, trying to take an early aggressive angle. And Riku, while fault line, still finds the headshot. It's perfection from Disguised on the entry. And TSM are down to just 2, and it's an Op Guardian combination. And Disguised can smell blood in the water. Make their aggressive play forward. Spike down Nature for the 1v5. Good luck, have fun.
Dude, it's just the fact that DSG found a way to use the B site so many different ways throughout the course of the half. Whether it was the target where the spike was planted, whether it was
Storm combo is waiting, but they run right around it, and this feels familiar because DSG did almost the exact same thing. Oh, but it's red. Clear gets 1. More on the way. Clear. No, not this time. No aces for him in this pistol. Riku through mid-map. Oh, well won. And so now with the spike planted, the defense looking to overwhelm and surround. In the corner, Campecchi turns away 1. Needs to keep 7 on the site, is a bit trapped and deterred. Campecchi off the flash, and the reload cannot quite take the... And they are going to make a play in towards window. If you're Disguised, you just have to try to stall this hit for as long as possible so this flank has a chance. Corey on site. Nature working with them. First blood good. Gangsta in the corner. Nothing that he could do. And well, now the flank can get isolated. 7 will read 1. And well, now it's just down to Riku. Nothing he could do. Another investor flawless, this time to TSM. One player watching the flank. That's 7. Actually, it's most of the sentry turret that's watching the flank. Zip has the potential round-winning ultimate. Rolling Thunder goes out. Nanostorm trying to stop DSG on the way in, but it's Corey up top to find the first. Gabon the second, and DSG are just not finding the kills, not as of yet. Gangsta trying to turn the tides, down to 7 for the 1v2. Coming over through the tide of sewers. Avoids most of the flash. Gets a read on the steal, but it doesn't matter. And
he's playing towards garage. He even has an alarm bot guarding front B. He's able to keep all of that active right now. Corey, though, able to find first blood on the steal, so there'll be no lurking around this time for the man. As Corey looking to take it a step further here, jumping on top of the generator, looking to guard the link area so the spike makes its way in. Gabon with the gut check is going to be correct. And now TSM have a great edge.
Flash in, Gangsta trying to take away space early, but not able to slip through, and then Corey on the elevated tops. Oh, TSM are going to go quick. Steal on the site, trying to live inside the nebula. Only gets one. A good look at the second, but Pinstripe goes the kill feed. We've got ourselves a 3v3. Spike down for a moment. Harness Fury was called very early here from Gangsta, trying to stop this play from happening, but now as the lockdown comes through, so will the spike be planted, and DSG will likely have to wait, but Clear still able to find one before ultimately again being... Nature still has 2 shock darts. Vault line in. Recon bolt destroyed. Gangsta gonna hop on. Who peeks this first for TSM? And you get your answer. 7 are going to try to stack up towards A lobby, and Clear has to respect this. Backs up, takes the passive angle. Rolling Thunder's in, and Clear hits something. Uh-oh, he's stuck in the corner, and Corey pushes forward, finds first blood. Gangsta also affected and stunned, and it's a double for Corey.
Shot calling. I mean, that's kind of their identity, really. They've always been one of those teams that likes to early brawl, and Corey's always been one of those guys similar to Koala Noob that likes to... Oh boy.
Maybe not. Quick aggression, steal with the Guardian. Wants to get forward, trying to help out Clear, but oh, they're caught. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. In every form of the word, it's all gone wrong. And now TSM hold a 4v2. 7 is making waves over towards C, where maybe Riku can turn the tides because the rotation was coming to C. And wouldn't you know it, Riku has a chance to still fight back. Lockdown at the ready. And quickly on rotation, here comes Gangsta. This is still fightable considering TSM's early numbers.
It's going to be tough, though. Like you said, he does have a lockdown, but that's really about it. And he tries to sniff one. Tries to sneak one through, gets caught. Corey finds game
in. Gabon able to stay alive, even though his teammate was throwing a lot of those Hunter's Fury shots his way. And now, the fault line actually connecting on to pretty much everybody who's inside the site. Flashes on both sides. Kenpeki looking for the corner, but DSJ tried to turn it back. 4v3, numbers to TSM. Rolling Thunder out, but TSM from inside the site. No one cleared Corey. It was a tough battle. It was a tight battle. But TSM take it in 3, 13-10.
Man, oh man, what a series, what a map. And really what that boils down to is this, is like, DSG were certainly finding their footing, obviously winning,